Now I'd like to introduce the Reverend Robert W. Lee IV. We've been talking about his great-great-grandfather. Reverend Lee, welcome.
My uncle, Robert E. Lee, so many greats removed, of course, has a storied history in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but today the world is watching. Because of the death of George Floyd, because of the death of so many other people at the hands of oppression and racism and violence and white supremacy and police brutality, we are here because we want to show that we can and must be different. A new day is coming, not only for the Commonwealth, but for the United States and for the world, in which, as the great Martin Luther King promised, justice would roll down like a river and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. This is the hope that we live in, but I know that my name bears some weight here, at least in the Commonwealth, to those of you who might be doubting. To those of you who might be hedging your bets that this is not the time to do this, when will be the right time? When will it be right to address the white supremacy and racism that we have made an idol of my uncle out of? We have created an idol of white supremacy, of hatred, of racism, out, and rightfully so, out of the Confederacy, and we must do our best now to address that. Now, as you can see, I'm a pastor also, and I was baptized, and when you are baptized, you're baptized by your given name, not your last name. So I was a Christian first, and then a Lee second. And as a Christian, I am compelled to believe that this is a moment for us not to shy away from painful truths, but to address them for what they are. Lee, indeed, was a complicated figure, and we all know that. But in his complexities, we see that he was a man of his time who fought to continue the enslavement of black people. And in so doing, set our nation on a course towards destruction. But we have a chance here today in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We have a chance to say that this will indeed not be our final moment and our final stand. There is more important things to address than just a statue, yes, and we know that, and we see that across the nation. But this statue is a symbol of oppression, and if it is a symbol, it becomes an idol. And if it becomes an idol, I am convinced as a Christian that the idols must be torn down. Governor Northam, Lieutenant Governor Fairfax, and all the elected officials, I know that this is just a moment. We go back to work. But in our going back to work, we go back renewed, knowing that this is the start of a new moment, a new cause. The lost cause is dead, a new cause is upon us. One of equality, of justice, of peace and concord. It is in this hope that we come together, even in spite of what's going on across the nation. We come together and say that we must address these issues. And it starts with the statues, and it goes on from there. Don't rest today. For the work of justice continues, and the work of what we do to bring about change continues. This past week was Pentecost, and we talked about the story of the Holy Spirit descending upon the first apostles. One of the things I thought of most prevalently was the hymn, the Canticle of the Turning, and it says, "The world is about to turn. Let the fires of your justice burn, for the world is about to turn." Friends, the world may be burning, and the world is about to turn because we are going to let justice roll down, and this is the start of something incredible. We're with you. We support the Commonwealth. And on behalf of my line of the Lees, that descend back to the Lees of Virginia, we support you and we wholeheartedly commend this act.